Hey everybody, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17, and welcome back to the Western Shore. It is early in the morning on day 2 of spring of our 3rd year, and man, SkySwap mod does not mess around. SkySwap mod is something else. That is on the Simply Safe mod site, and it is well worth it. There's 2 mods. There's the SkySwap mod itself, and then there's an add-on pack with like 800 meg of skyboxes. Well worth it. What is going on? Let's go to the map first. So if we go here, I took down this forest. I took, past tense. I took down this forest up here by field 6-6. We're going to go see what's going on up there in a minute. We got problems. We'll figure something out. We got problems. I used the money we made from this. I bought field 9-2 and 9-3. Field 9-2 has hard manure on it. Field 9-3 is about to have hard manure on it. We'll need to plow both of these and continue moving forward to own all of this land in here. And then everything else is just sort of growing as it was. Nothing new happening there. Animals, right over here. Pigs are reproducing up to, well, more than 1 per hour. So over 25 per day. I'm just going to keep them fed. Obviously, they need to be fed today. I'm just going to keep them fed. And you know what? Let's make 400 or 500 and sell them all at once. Rather than selling them daily and risking the price going up or down, let's just make 400 or 500 and sell them all at once for a ridiculous amount of profit. What else? Our cows are not reproducing. Cows reproduce in the summer, late spring, summer. They're making milk faster than I can take it down there. And we are making wool out at Seaview as well. So that's what's going on. I did buy a wheat pallet purchase mod. And so our little west trailer is full of wheat. We haven't brought our wheat in yet, but I did buy some. So we're going to go ahead and throw that in here. We'll have to do that for the foreseeable until we harvest our wheat. We'll do that. And I think it's a good compromise. It's only about 200 bucks a pallet. Well, 200 euro. It's only about 200 euro per pallet. And I didn't even look. Let's see what the price is for wheat. Okay. I mean, that's almost exactly what it sells for, so it could be. I don't know if this is even possible. If you're a modder, let me know. I don't know if it's possible to have a dynamic price in a mod, to have a mod, in this case the wheat pallet, that adjusted itself so that you paid for it what you could sell a pallet for. I don't know if that's possible, but that's interesting that we paid, I think, $258 per pallet. We need to jackknife this thing in here. We paid $258 per pallet, and that's just about what it sells for. And that would be... carefully. That would make sense. That would be accurate, would it not? In a small town like this, if it was selling for $250, somebody would be buying it for $250. So I'll take it. We're going to get this in right here. Right about there. Somewhere. Where's the trigger? Somewhere. Missed it. Let me come forward a little bit. I really do need a side-loading trailer. There it is. All right, so we'll get some wheat in here. Then we'll take this up to Bramble Lane, throw some wheat into our cows. And then we're going to swap tractors, drive up to the top of the hill. I'll show you what we did with that forest. And what I don't know what we want to do with it next. What we need to figure out with it next. So stuff this right here. Put the cover back on it. Right? Come back here and close the gate. And then we're going to very carefully drive down Bramble Lane backwards. Not backwards. You know what I mean. Not backwards. Just backwards. All right. Lights on. It is 6:30 in the morning. And here we go. We get lucky a lot. A lot. Not always, but a lot. All right. So yeah, I took down that forest, and as I was working in it, I realized it's possible that this is not a forest that was intended to be forested. Oh, of course, there's some traffic. I think if we pull right over here, not into the hedge, right next to it, carefully, yep, there we go. That was perhaps not a forest that was ever meant to come down. There could have been a decorative forest. And when we get up there, I'll show you what I mean by that. it's not the end of the world. We did get, I want to say we got 200 grand for it. I mean, we got enough to buy those 2 fields that were like 40,000 a piece. We bought a planter for corn and sunflower and soybeans. That was, I think, 45,000. We leased some equipment. That was probably another 25,000. And we have 20,000 left over. We have been selling milk, but we haven't sold any wool yet, and we haven't sold any pigs yet. So everything that we have as far as like day-to-day finances is from what we got for that forest. Because I think we just had like 5 grand or 8 grand when I started bringing those trees down. So we did get money for it, and that's a good thing. But I don't know if we were meant to take that forest down, because what's left underneath it, what is revealed, is a little disheartening, and we're going to need to figure out... Oh, front wheels. Bite for me. There you go. I don't know how accurate the physics are for this tractor, but it is light on the front wheels. Fun to drive. All right, so we'll get this open, and I'm just going to... We'll throw this wheat in the trough, and then I'm just going to leave the 1255 in here, and we'll go hop in our T-dub and head up to the top of the hill and get started with the rest of our day. Right in here. There you go. All right. And while that's doing that, let's set the brake. Since we're going to leave it in here anyway, let's set the brake, come back here and close the gate. Right there. I think at some point we're going to need to get a wheel loader for our sheds. I'm taking 12,000, 15,000 liters of manure out per day, and it's getting a little bit rough at 2,500 liters per scoop. So I think it might be time to upgrade, but that's a 150,000 euro upgrade, 150,000 euro purchase. So we want to be careful with that. Although, this could be, I think Season 3 might be it. I think by this fall, we might be ready to wrap up the Western Shore. I don't want to, but it is getting, it's getting difficult to manage it all. It's getting cumbersome. There's a lot to do off camera. I do love the map, though, and even something like opening up that forest and buying those 2 other fields. I feel like, you know the feeling you get when you're on a new map? I get that feeling on this map a lot, even though we've been in it for months and several hundred hours, at least 200 hours in this map. How many hours? 197 hours. 197 hours, it still feels like a new map sometimes. Still figuring things out, still learning things. I really like that in a map, and for that reason I don't want this map to be done. But at some point, we will have to let it go. So we'll figure that out. That might be this fall. In-game, I mean. Not this fall in real life. That's a minute from now. All right, now, can we get this thing out of here without hitting anything? I hope so. All right. Very carefully. There we are. Beautiful. So we are going to have to do grass work, if not next episode, possibly the episode after that. On day 3 of spring, I'm almost positive our grass will start growing. So that will take its second layer of fert. The new fields will take their second layer of fert. Our fields from last year, remember, we didn't get to them for third cut. So they still have all 3 layers of their fert. I won't need to do anything to those, but our new fields, I believe we'll be able to get our second layer on those. And then we can start planning on when we're going to bring everything in. We're going to have a lot of grass. I do need to make hay bales straight away. We're a little bit low for the dairy. We've got silage bales. I don't know how I missed that, like that calculation. I got it a little bit backwards. We have probably 4 or 5x silage to hay bales, so we don't need to make silage bales for a long, long time, but we will need to make hay bales straight away. Second cut can go down to the BGA, and then third cut, I don't know, TBD. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right, so first thing, I suppose, we can put the T-dub to work in field 9-2, and while that's working, we will then go up to the top of the hill and take a look at our new forest, our new open area that used to be a forest. Right, this is field 9-2, so we'll come right in here. course play. We do want field work. We want field 9-2. Automatic. This is small, so we'll say 3 headlands. Bypass islands. Yep, I think we're good. And no offset. No offset. Right, where do we start? Right down here, it looks like. So yeah, these are, I would say, the 4 fields that I wanted to buy this year. 2 of them are big and 2 of them are very big. And I feel like the 2 that we got, one is big and one is very big, and that's fine. The other 2 will be the same way. So that is right there, deactivated. Leap of faith. Here we go. And he's going to get to work. And this field does have hard manure on it. So the field that we bought, the 2 fields that we bought are 9-2 and 9-3. 9-3 is big, 9-2 is very big. And then if we look, what? Nope. There it is. And then the other 2 that I want to get are 7-0 and 7-1. One is big and one is very big. So we'll buy these 2. They're the same price. They're around 40,000, 45,000. We'll buy those after we get some money for pigs, probably. And that will be it. That will be the whole center of the map. And I can't exactly handle what we have now, and I don't think I'll be able to handle any more than this effectively, really, in any way. Right, so this is our forest that we took down, and you can see we did leave trees around the edge for a windbreak. And you take a look in here, and this is, we're not planting anything in here. We're not plowing it, we're not cultivating it, we're not planting anything. Save game. There's too many little bumps and hills in here, and we won't, I mean, I could barely get the bobcat around. Where is it? Where did I leave it? There it is. I couldn't even get the bobcat around on tracks, and you know this thing will go anywhere. So I did get the stumps taken out. OCD kind of insisted that I do that. I may have missed a couple. That's why I still have the bobcat, because we need to come through here and prowl around to make sure we got every single one of them. But we're not planting anything in here. And so the next question is, what can we do with this area? I don't even think we can plant more trees. There's a stump right there. I see you. I don't even think we can plant trees. I was thinking maybe we could plant more fir trees and harvest this again in a few years. Another stump. But I don't think the planter would be able to maneuver over and up and around these little hillocks. So what can we do with this area? And when I look at the map, right? Oh, this map's better. When we look at this map, right? This area, if we look from where the bobcat is out toward where that little structure is, from over here, out toward the sea, out toward this little shed, this little barn over here, out right there, this is facing sort of southeast. I'm sorry, southwest, but definitely south. And I think this would be as good a place as any for our solar farm, right? Because it does have a southern exposure, and in the northern hemisphere, you want that. East and west is less critical because they can track, the panels can rotate to track the sun as it moves. But if you have something on a north-facing hill, it's always going to be getting the sun at less of an angle. So I think that is the plan for this area, is we're going to make this our solar and wind farm. And we'll buy those panels as we can. They're $125,000 a piece, and then the big wind turbine is $1.25 million. So that is the plan for this area. I cannot think of anything else to do for it, and I don't just want to leave it as a clear cut. It looks a little, you know what I mean? Doesn't look good. So that is the plan, and we will get to that. We can't do anything soon because those panels are $100,000 a piece, so we'll need to wait until we have some pig money. But that is the plan. And it was, man, it took so long to get all those trees down and get all the stumps out. But as I was doing it and realizing, like, oh, this is not good. This is not a good area. It was too late. There was nothing we could do. I didn't want to leave it half done. Let's at least get the money out of it. So I went ahead and finished it up. But yeah, that was a bit of a heartbreak as I was working in there. It's just really not the result that I was expecting. And you know what? I was going to put this on course play, but I decided not to because I just remembered I forgot once again to fix the lights. as soon as we put it on a hired worker, those lights are going to turn on and light up the whole area. I never did fix those lights, so I think we'll just go ahead and call it. I need to get these 2 fields prepped. Tomorrow will be day 3 of spring, which means we can start planting sunflower if we want to. And we can also, what was the other thing? Oh, we can also get our grass fertilized, our new grass fields. So next episode, we'll be doing that, getting our new planter going and getting some fertilizer going for the grass. But yeah, that's it. That's what's going on the Western Shore right now. Thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of FS17. We'll see you next time. Take care now.